Reporters and other observers have been asking when daily briefings would resume, why they have heard so little from new Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, and why so many senior positions have still not been filled. Acting spokesman Mark Toner rejected suggestions that the State Department has been marginalized in the new administration.
Secretary Tillerson is very engaged with the White House, very engaged with the president, speaks to him frequently. Was over there, I believe, just yesterday for a meeting. And I can assure everyone that the Secretary's voice or the State Department's voice is heard loud and clear in policy discussions at the National Security Council level.
Asked about budget cuts, Toner said nothing is final yet.
I think there's also a period, as with any transition, of reassessment. It's one of the reasons why he's meeting and talking to senior staff, talking to various leadership at different levels to try to get their feedback on what they believe are their priorities and how we can reconfigure and look at resources.
Some former State Department officials and analysts have expressed concern about the impact such cuts would have. Tom Malinowski, Assistant Secretary of State for Democracy, Human Rights, and Labor during the Obama administration, spoke to VOA via Skype.
The budget, on paper at least, would slash State Department programs by historic amounts, especially when you consider that there are certain programs that Trump would probably see as untouchable, like aid to Israel and Egypt. That would require cutting virtually everything else by unheard of amounts.
Malinowski said such drastic cuts would not pass in Congress. Democratic Senator Ben Cardin agrees.
We need to do more in Africa in promoting democracy. We need to do more in the Middle East in promoting good governance and inclusive government so we don't have to have as many wars. We need to do things in our own hemisphere. There's a lot of work for America to do.
Secretary of State Tillerson has more immediate concerns than budget cuts as he heads to China, South Korea, and Japan next week at a time of heightened concerns about North Korea's missile program. Cindy Saine, VOA News, the State Department.